How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Digimon Ghost game episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 65, The Black Zone of Death. And before I go any further, please, I need you to zone in, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this one. So, I don't even know where to begin, but you know what? I'm going to try to do a bit of a hybrid Digimon joke, for those who know, a hybrid of going play by play, but just talking, right? One of the best things about this episode is unlike I want to say maybe 85 to 80% of the show, it continues from where it left off last week. There are actually repercussions and consequences of things that have happened, and things continue. So, all power still out. According to Professor Terriermon, who is Hokuto, that's Hero's dad. Hokuto, Professor Terriermon, a little black thing spreads out and it keeps spreading and spreading, and it goes over plants and Digimon, and this is in the digital world. And apparently that's why Dagomon turned black. I'm just going to keep going. So, the thing that's going on with the world is, I believe it is the world, they have to go to an old system. So, no internet, no smartphones. Everything that they had in this futuristic techno world that I still am not 100% believing that is actually a future setting of even any current digital world, that Digimon series world that we've been in. Sounds like an adjacent universe, which is fine. They have to use analog things. Even the broadcast. Someone has an analog radio that they made at the school. People are using landlines and payphones. Which, side note, it's good to have a landline just in case your cell phone goes out. Your landlines are tied to your internet nowadays, but it's good to have a landline. Just putting it out there. And it's funny because Kirshiro's on one of, and it looks like they tried to make it a rotary phone. For those who know, but it's a regular phone. He's actually talking to Emma, who it is confirmed Digimon or hologram ghosts are appearing all over the world. Over her was Hippogriffmon, over in some place that has a lot of sand that could literally be anywhere. Cockatriemon is running. In Britain, London, it looks like Kamemon's Megaform, the big turtle tank gun thing, it's there. So they're all over. So this is the global situation of the world. We have a hero who has tons of questions to ask. I do enjoy the part where Hokuto makes Terriermon physical. I like the part where Mamimon is checking him up, and everyone's just running down the facts. The Digimon and their in the meeting, the alley meeting, because you got Airdramon and Espimon up top. You have King Kakumon, Gin Kakumon, a bunch of Digimon that they have fought and have befriended are all there, and everyone's talking like, we can't feel the digital world, and they're all sad that they have lost their home. But Digimon that were in the sea saying this thing's covering the sea, this black corrosive thing. Let's get down to the black corrosive thing. So, how do they get to the digital world? Well, apparently, according to Hokuto, the Digivice allows you to go there. But Kirishiro, and I love Kirishiro's been freaking out the whole time because Hiro was like, well, I got questions. Can we get to Black Gatomon? Can we ask him what's going on? Who's the one that's calling Digimon over to the human world? What about this black stuff? What's going on? And Akuto's like, well, you can go, just use Digivices. And Kirishiro remembers, he's like, remember, Bogumon said, a human that goes through, they burn up and they digitize. And how did you get through, Ruli calls him Papa, but how did you get through, Hokuto? Side note, I don't even think this is a B plot, a C plot. All the boys know Lily Run. The boys that we know. Haruto, Kid who's lonely and wants friends, and a third person. I think he's the one that made friends with the not the cat. Is another. He was one that made friends with the cats. I can't remember his name, but yeah. But she's saying, "How did you make it?" And he's like, "Well, my Digivice malfunctioned. The space around me sent me there." And Bakuman, Tapirmon, admits. He says, "By the way, that was a lie. Bokumon lied to you guys, and he made me promise not to tell. Apparently, he wanted them to learn more about Digimon before they crossed over to the digital world. If they had the ability to go there and come back multiple times, why wouldn't they just do that? This makes me feel 30% less bad that he got killed, because you're lying going, well, they need to learn more about Digimon." And Hero's like, well, I think that time that he was speaking about is now. Not when the threat is going to kill 2 worlds and their inhabitants. No, that's not the time. You learn to prepare for the thing. You guys really didn't learn much. You just learned how to, well, let's just all be friends. You didn't learn how to kill. You didn't learn how to defend. No. You all could learn more about Digimon in the digital world. That makes more sense. But I digress. So, because people can see these hologram ghosts, massive ass Kazuhamon. Remember Kazuhamon for later. I need to write this right here. Kazuhamon, because this is important. She shrinks down. She says, well, with my magic, I can, because there's no digital stuff, right? She can open it up to make it so you can get to the digital gate, to get to the digital world. And she does it. She's in her shrine form. She does it. All of the Digimon, you can see over my shoulder, the kids' Digimons are in their champion forms, which, LOL, Angramon goes, I'll protect you, Ruli. Yeah, that's your whole personality. Shut up. Anyway, they're in their champion forms. Remember this, because it looks like by default, they stay in champion form. Also, small note, the scarf that Gamamon wears is actually from the sleeve of Hakuto. Interesting. So, she's able to do it. They open up a gate. They jump through. Battle Gamamon and Hero right on top of Hover Espimon. When Hakuto and Terramon try to go through, she can't hold it open and it closes and they fall down. This is the worst Deus Ex ever, because Hover Espimon is big enough at least for 3 humans, or I don't know, 2 humans and 1 teenage-sized Digimon and 1 tiny Terriermon. That was stupid. That was beyond dumb. He's like, well, we couldn't do it. Let's go get some juice. And the boys fall through. And he looks up for him, and then he gets that grin like, I'm going to assume he's going to put them to work to being lab assistants. Or, I don't know, just maybe they'll do the right thing and he'll make 3 other Digivices and have extra have extra Digimon tamers who have made connection with Digimon, so that, hey, stuff is going on here while the gang is over in the digital world. The place they're going to is Compiler Forest, which is interesting. It's funny because Hakuto told Ruli, you're going to be too hot if she had on winter wear. Don't wear that. So little tidbits here and there. They try to add little details, right? I don't know if it's filling out for space to talk, but stuff here and there. So unfortunately, they get there. A black Kawagamon and a black Brachymon. Not pulling up those images for those. We've seen them before. We know who Kawagamon is. I talked about Brachymon way back in Adventure 2020. An Ultimate Champion. And they're all trying to get out the way. Now, these fools don't give a shit that Kirishira has fallen into Rafflesia. You guys know Rafflesia is a giant. They call it the flesh. Is it the flesh? Not the flesh-eating plant, but the flesh plant. They're massive. They smell like rotting meat. That's how they attract flies in, so they can pollinate. Fun fact, Vileplume is based on the Rafflesia. So, he falls into that. You got Simba Angramon going, it's unthinkable that a Kawagamon would attack something that's way out of his rank like a Brachymon. No, it's not. We've seen Digimon who are super aggressive sometimes attack things that are weaker or stronger. They just don't care because they're super aggressive. Now, A lot have instincts and go, I can't beat this and run. But there are tons of other Digimon that just go, oh, I'm going to beat it and get stronger. That is absolutely false, at least within the series. But I guess within this show, maybe not, but no, that makes any sense. I'm glad they mentioned rank. So his hand turns black. He hides in his pocket. He gets Tesla Jellymon to turn. They set up to get Ruli and Simbangramon turn. Literally pushes Ruli through, and Simba's like, don't go, he lied, there's no water, because he's like, oh, I'm weak, I need some water. And of course, the last one's left, Hero, Hover Espimon, and our homeboy, Better Gamamon. Now, the others, they start having Rafflesia's burst from them, and Kirishiro's like, yeah, we can live forever, guys, because... And I genuinely like this Digimon. This is our villain of the day. A black version of this Rafflesiamon. Oh. And by the by, Rafflesiamon is a strong Digimon. She's what I guess some people would consider an Ultra, made up of 2 Mega Digimon, Rosemon and Lotusmon. Let's talk about her real quick, right? That's Japanese. A mega level fairy Digimon is said to be the largest flower in the digital world. While its appearance is so beautiful that it enraptures all who lays eyes on it, the stench it emits is out of this world. There are a number of people who fell for Rafflesiamon's beauty at first sight and sought to find it after a single glance. However, Rafflesiamon's lifespan is short, and its life process will cease just after several days have passed. Because of extremely low likelihood of being able to catch sight of Rafflesiamon, it is known as the miraculous flower. Despite its circumstances, Rafflesiamon never expresses any pessimism about its looming death, constantly yearning to live a normal life and dancing elegantly to the very last. Very beautiful. I like that. One of the things I've never liked about the lore of this Digimon is that it's supposed to die after a few days. Why? Rafflesias don't naturally die like that. They just smell like that. Whatever. You see how they do the flower Digimon? You see how they do them? Its special move is firing from a sleeve like a cannon, ballot gun, and it utilizes large flower petals that dance around and act as reflectors and shots so the enemy cannot escape. We did see that. Not only that, it can also shed its scales from its body, whistling. These scales cause anyone whose body they have latched onto to lose consciousness and turn into her servants. Well, yes, that does happen, but she turns them into Rafflesias and absorb them. She is extending her own life. She doesn't want to die. She wants to live forever. Which, again, this whole black thing, just give me a second. Black Corrosion. So in the end, Hero gets hit by the mist, turns black. So does Hover Espimon. We get Betelgeuse turned into Cano Ice and turned into Siriusmon. I was about to say, what was the point of going Ultimate? But they went all the way to Mega. He's trapped. They got us. He wants to save everybody. Everyone's absorbed. But then his cape has eyes and says, because he's starting to turn black too, because she spreads the stuff. It's like, you want to protect him, right? You're his brother, right? And he's talking to Gulas. Gulas Gamamon has finally made contact with Siriusmon / Gamamon. And he's telling him, you should really try to protect your brother. So, he pulls a Vegito from Dragon Ball Z. He allows himself to get absorbed. But the power is too much. Because she's like, I've never felt this power before. This is so strong. Oh, then her body starts going pop, 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 pop. She falls down and tons of Rafflesias fall out of her. Not just, 2, 4, 6, not just 6 or 7, more than that, at least I want to say 9, because they were supposed, when they got to the forest, they were going to try to find Kabuterimon. Kabuterimon got absorbed by her. So did Dark Birdramon. That's what I'm calling it. Don't feel like finding its real name, but they all get spit out. They're all like better, and the man Siriusmon's like, I can't believe that actually worked. And Gamamon's eyes go away from the cape. He's just like, who was that I was talking to? I enjoy this. I like that now Gamamon is a separate entity. It's not just Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and they're technically different but in the same body. No, 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 no. They are now, eventually they're going to come out different. By the way, she starts to disintegrate. Serious Mind got to see that. She's like, no, I just want to live forever. Who are you? What are you? I'm getting tired of the whole who are you? What are you thing. It's overstayed as welcome, and I don't like it because they used it so much and then didn't follow up. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. It's not cute. It's cliche at this point. Get to the point. Tell us who he is. So they talk to Kabuterimon. They don't know who the voice is. That's the whole thing. Even before Hero got absorbed, he asked Reflection, are you the voice that was telling people to leave? Why would she do that when she wants to absorb all of them now that she's evil? Dark Florizamon. That's the same Dark Bergermon from before. Dark Florizamon got hit by the black stuff. And they're all flying. There's a massive cloud thing in the sky. They're like, I can't believe this is still here. And it's a ruined techno city. Pretty cool. But as soon as they touch down, the Digimon start to get in front of their partners. You got Betelgeuse looking up. And Bloom Lordmon, one of the newest. He's from the, oh my goodness, the Pendulum Z's. Where everybody, well, a bunch of Digimon get Megaforms. This is a Mega Digimon that is so damn cool. And we're going to get him versus the other three in the next episode, which is called The Black Dragon Destruction. And I'm like, Gandora? Remember Yu-Gi-Oh? For those who know, no. But yes. So let's talk a little bit more about this episode. I don't like the thought. And this is a problem that happens in a lot of Japanese media. They make black or tan skin things be the bad thing. Kingdom Hearts is super guilty of it. Anytime someone is turned by the darkness, they turn brown skin, all of a sudden that's such a horrible thing. And in Digimon, the whole black thing, initially, it's like, oh, they're a virus type. Because remember Black War Greymon, he's a virus. The blue Metal Greymon, arguably the best Metal Greymon, virus. Not true. Because now you have Black Growlmon or Black Gilmon. Gilmon's already a virus. Now it becomes a data type. You have something like Kazuhamon from Sakuyamon, who is a data type. Now I think I need to look that up. I think it becomes a vaccine. I don't know if it becomes a virus type or not. I apologize, but the typing changed, and it's not necessarily always a dark thing, right? I love technology because I can just pull this up very quickly. It's a data type. Wow. That means Renamon, that whole line was vaccine, becomes a data. Dark Growl becomes other thing. And that must mean that Black Galgamon becomes a vaccine type. So, and this now. So here is where I get concerned and slightly miffed. I get concerned where, the Digimon that get touched by it becomes super aggressive, just like Dagomon, who had to get sent away. This thing is way too damn aggressive. We gotta get rid of it. And just like the Brachymon and the Kawagamon, I'm concerned that they're gonna start saying that Black Agumon, the Black Growlmon, the Black Gargomon. What's another one that we saw? There's a couple others there. They're gonna start saying those Digimon are super aggressive. When in actuality, maybe the Agumon line, when they're in their black blue forms, they are. I know for sure Growlmon stuff is because they're always aggressive. But we're gonna say that all of them like that. Kazuhamon technically is in this group. And that just fiddles with so much of the established lore, not of the series, of the franchise. It's, I don't want to say implied lore, but if you just read through these things, you'd know. Because not even Kazuhamon herself is evil. She's just super powerful, and maybe her judgment is a little bit too black and white, right? I worry that that's all the black stuff is going to be, this evil Black Corrosion. And the next episode, Black Dragon, and we have Bloom. I'm enjoying seeing some of the Digimon I like. I won't lie, I'm enjoying it, but I want to know who that Black Dragon is. By the way, Hero does have Moon Millenniumon. Like when Espimon and Gammamon were asleep, Moon Millenniumon just floating, sitting, sleeping. He couldn't sleep. Bakumon's there. Bakumon could have helped you go to sleep. Is Moon Millenniumon just gonna burst free and try to fulfill the rest of it? Are we gonna get another Moon Millenniumon as one of the big bads? Probably not. But I worry about that. I also think I already mentioned it's dumb that Hero's dad couldn't just get on Hover Espimon and just go. Yeah, he had a big backpack. Who cares? He could have gone. That's really dumb. One thing I've been complaining about, all three megas not fighting together, that's gonna happen next week. I'm actually genuinely excited about that. Now, given that this episode continued the actual plot and didn't act like last week didn't happen, which I thought, they're just gonna deal with it being dark, we're not gonna deal with any plot. No, I was wrong, and I'm happy I was wrong. This is getting a 4 out of 5, period. I am just, thank you. I appreciate it. It looks like they're getting gonna have a run for their money. They did in the breakdown talk about Reflegemon, showed what she's supposed to look like, the red, the beautiful, stunning red, and did a little background on what Refleges were, or at least in folklore as well. People really thought they were like zombie plants or made of actual people because of the smell, or meat plants because of the smell of rotting flesh or dead animal around them. But yes, good change of pace. 4 out of 5 all around. But please, everybody, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Also, which style of video do you prefer? Do you want me to just run down the whole thing, or do you like this little mix, me telling you what happened, then let's talk about the meat and the potatoes of it? Because I don't know why they do this to, just why do you do this to me? They have Reflegemon die so easily, super strong that she could take on these guys and basically blindside them, but that's how she died. She does, I absorbed too much power. She died like Meta Cooler. Loving the cross anime references. But guys, that's enough from me. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Digimon Ghost Game. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Do it for Reflegemon. I'm telling you, if you told me you can't have any particular Omnimon, like Altair S, you couldn't have Omnimon, but if I could have Reflegemon and like 2 different both Rosemon and Lotusmon, it's not a bad setup, man. I'm telling you, hardcore fans are definitely getting some good meat and potatoes out of these good cameos. But anyway, please be good, be blessed, wash those hands, take care of yourself, be safe out there, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. All right? And like I always say, guys, there's someone who would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. You're not alone. You're never alone. If you want somebody to talk to, my social medias are right at the bottom. Please follow, send me a message. I'll definitely get back to you. But yeah, guys, until next time, cannot wait to see what happens with this Black Dragon of Destruction. We are definitely in for an interesting time. Don't want to say a good time, interesting time, but I am actually optimistic. It's been a while, right? I'm optimistic about what the show's going to bring. So I'll see you guys next time.